Hello world, my name is Sarah, and I'm gonna talk about Throne of Glass. This book, for a start, is just amazing. I gave it 5 out of 5 stars on Goodreads. I flew through it. I just didn't want it to end. And then I find out that it's gonna be a 6-book series. So this is basically about an assassin named Celaena Sardothien, and she is just amazing. Her parents died when she was little, and then the king of the assassins came and was like, "You are going to be my new protege. I am going to train you to be the best assassin in the universe." Yeah. That's what happened. So then she got trained, and then she ended up getting caught and taken to this prison facility thing when she was 17 years old called Endovier. And this is a pretty high security place. No one has ever escaped from it, and no one has lasted as long as she has in it. Everyone usually dies off before a year in this place. She has been in there for a year when Captain Westfall comes and takes her out of Endovier to the Crown Prince, and the Crown Prince's name is Dorian, and he's like, "You're gonna be my champion." Explains it, and the king is looking for an assassin, and so everyone of some of the king's, I guess, court members pick thieves, assassins, scary people to be a part of this competition. So K.L. Westfall is her trainer. BT dubs, that's Captain Westfall. He's her trainer. He trains her every single day for the tests. So there are a series of tests, and at each test one person is eliminated, whoever does the worst. And by the end there will be 4 champions left, and they are to fight until only one is left standing. The only reason she goes to the castle is because Celaena and Dorian make a deal that if she wins the competition and works for the king for 4 years, she gets to be free. And that's the only thing that she wants more than anything in the world, is to be free out of Endovier, not to be in, no one's in charge of her telling her who she has to kill or anything like that. She just wants to be free. These tests that they go through are pretty cool. They start off with archery and poison tests where they line up glasses, and you have to identify the poisons and put them in order from least harmful to most harmful, and then you have to drink the 3 least harmful, and if you get them wrong, obviously they have the antidotes, but sometimes they don't give them to you in time, so that would kind of be bad. After the first competition, people start dying mysteriously. They don't know how this happens. Captain Westfall is trying to figure it all out, but they're mangled. Their skin is ripped and torn, and magic was outlawed in the whole country. Whole country. So I don't know how this is happening. She doesn't know how this is happening. Magic isn't allowed. What the heck? King is trying to take over Eelway, but Princess Nehemia, which is her name, she's like, no. Celaena befriends her. Yeah. The whole time Celaena's finding these word marks on the floor and places, and she's like, what are these things? She asked Nehemia. Nehemia says she doesn't know, so Celaena's like, what are these things? Do they have something to do with the killings? And then one night, on this night where I'm guessing is Halloween-ish, because it's the door to or there's spirits from the other side are coming, they're able to come because the veil between the other 2 worlds are thinnest on that night. I'm guessing it's Halloween. She has this dream where she finds this secret passage behind a tapestry, like by her bed, and she walks down. Like, she had already found the tapestry and she knew the passage was there, but she had a dream that she went down into the passage and she found like this tomb of the very first queen of that world, and she's like, yeah, you need to win this competition and you need to find the great evil in this castle. And the minute she said that, I connected the great evil with the person that was killing the champions, and it took Selena like forever to figure that out, which I didn't really get. I thought she already knew that that was the great evil, but then it said, it made a reference to her like figuring out that they were the same thing. And first of all, when they referenced her paying more attention to the tapestry, I knew, I'm like, there's gonna be a secret door behind there. It's gonna be a secret door. Don't know what's behind it, but there's gonna be a door there. Kale eventually takes Selena to check out one of the bodies one time when it's like disfigured and stuff, and she recognizes that they were disabled before then. If they had enough time to like stop them from being able to move, like cutting their tendons or anything like that, then they must have recognized the person and thought they were safe with them. Selena thought that the person that was attacking them was someone that they knew and thought they would be safe with. So she immediately suspects Nehemia because Nehemia let off a clue when Selena was in the library looking up the word marks about her just like knowing English, and Selena didn't have to teach her anymore. This whole time there's like a love triangle kind of thing between Kale, Selena, and Dorian, but I don't even think Kale is like considered because Selena keeps referencing like, oh, he's my best friend, ha 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 ha, we're really good friends, la la. Even after that, like, Selena still lets Dorian go, and I was like, Selena, stop it! Shut your face. Okay, I'm just gonna skip to the whole like end fighty part. When they were in the duel, this Caltane girl, who I don't even like, she just wants to marry Dorian, but she's with this other Duke guy who is really like creepy, like Duke Parrington. I'm like, ew, go away. And so the Duke like loves her, but then he's like, we should just poison Selena. And Selena isn't going by her real name, she's going by Lillian. And so Caltane doesn't know, but Duke Parrington knows. And so he tells Caltane that it's Selena Sardothian, and she's like, the assassin? And he's like, yes. And then she's like, I cannot let Dorian have her. Or her have Dorian. So she ends up poisoning her for the last duel with Kane, who is like this big beefy guy who just wants to kill people and like stab people, and he's obviously the king's favorite, who, by the way, this king is very familiar, like rings the bell, king in the Selection trilogy, because he needs to die too. Selena beats her first competitor, Kane beats his first competitor, so it's Kane and Selena going off on each other, which, by the way, this is like the longest fighting scene that I've ever read, but that is okay because it was amazing. And I'm not saying that in a bad way, like, it was amazing. It was the best fighting scene ever. And so they're fighting, they're like, whoa! And Hime gives her a stick from Eelway, and she's like, yeah, and like, rebellion, woohoo! When the poison starts to work, she gets like these hallucinations, and she sees creepy things, and Nehemia can see them too. But, and so can Kane, I guess, because he's like, haha, but he gets turned into this really scary person. But Kane had been the one disabling them and then summoning this monster thing called the Ritterak, which Selena killed because she's amazing. And so he has all the strengths of all the dead champions that the Ritterak killed, and he has all their strength, and he's gonna kill Selena, even though the king said don't take it any further. And then Nehemia starts doing these symbol things with her hands, like she goes down to the ring and starts doing these symbol things, and everyone's like, what is she doing? She was using like word marks, like drawing them with her hands, and summoning the queen, and the queen came, but no one else could see her, but Nehemia, Selena, and I guess Cain could too, and the queen drew a word mark on her forehead, which took the poison out. And then Selena kicked Cain's butt. Everyone could see the word mark on her forehead, and everyone was like, what is that blue glowing thing on your forehead? Girl, stop. She did win, and the king did crown her the king's champion, and when she went to go, like the king kept putting off this sign thing, like the contract, putting off her signing the contract. So she did sign it, but then the king came and he's like, and if you don't do any of these things, or if you don't come back for a mission, like from a mission, then he will kill Nehemia and then her family and Captain Westfall. And I was like, God, stop! Before she signed the contract, Dorian was telling her that she will be able to sign the contract, and she's like, it's over, I can't do it. I can't do it because I'm going to be the king's assassin, and Dorian was all ready to like throw everything away for her, and I guess the king's gonna be happy now, and same with Caltaine. That's not allowed to happen. Well, that was my interesting book review of Throne of Glass by Sarah J. Maas. I am really excited to read the other ones in the series, and Heir of Fire is coming out September 2nd, so I have to get Crown of Midnight before then and read it, and I will eventually. But right now, we're just gonna go with this, okay? I'll talk to you guys next time. Bye!